Howdy Howlers, it's Sako Toomey, also known as Casfoyt, and today we're going to be reading through about friendship through Basic Witches. Alright, I'm gonna check out the comments real quick. Hi Christina. Hi Sage and Katarina. So good to see you guys. You make my morning worth it. You really do. I have been working on, I am working on my flash fiction for Orla's thing. And in doing so, oh my God. Cut that out. Jesus. No. Sorry, my cat has been plucking the candy canes from the tree, so I'm putting all the candy canes in a place where he can't get at them. It's not that I'm mad at him playing with the candy canes. That's actually quite cute. It's the risk of him pulling the tree down in order to get at the candy canes is my worry. I don't need him knocking the tree down just to get at a candy cane. Also, thank you. I feel quite lovely. Oh, happy solstice, everyone. Happy Yule. Tonight is the longest night, and tomorrow the night will be shorter. Constant heart attacks, yeah, no kidding. So working on Orla's flash fiction, I am also working, like, kind of reviewing how to write horror, and it's all stuff I know. I just need to write it all down, and I figure since I'm writing it all down, I'll update my workshop on horror, and or I'll make a video. It depends on what you guys want. Do you want me to do another workshop on it with updated tips, or do you want a video? We are having a party tonight. I'm going to stay up all night. Probably go to bed at like 4 or 5. If I can wait until dawn, I will. YouTube and its stupid new rules. Can I not do the party tonight? Ugh, I'm losing my hair. They're stealing money and monetizing, but not giving us the money, and they're taking it. Yes, I know that. But there's more to it than that. Yeah, mods can't post links anymore. Let me post the link to... Is that what you're trying to do, is post the link to the party? Also, swearing is amazing. So I'm not going to stop cursing. So if they knock my stream down, I'll just come back. Let's see. A longest night holiday party. View on YouTube. Live in 10 hours. Well, 9 hours, but 10 hours at B. Share, copy. Oh, okay. That is the longest night party. I'm going to have a bunch of guests. Well, I'm hoping to have a bunch of guests. And we're basically going to get drunk and have tarot party, and like there'll be music and maybe some dancing, and mostly us getting wasted. I wanted a chance, an excuse to dress nice and get drunk on stream. So longest night it is. We can use words that aren't quite swears but close. Testicle seems to be allowed, so I will start using that as my exclamatory expletive. Oh, testicles. Oh, you were trying to swear. Oh. That's peculiar. Balls, yeah. Oh, this is going to be too hot. All right. I've done something with my book. There it is. I put it down. Ta-da. Healing friends for fun and profit. Try to nap so you can stay awake longer. Or you can nap and then like nap late and then wake up early, because I'll be going all night. So it's up to you. And you're excited to wear your dress. Do you want to be on stream? I can add you to the group, because I'll be posting links here after this thing. Even self-censoring, it wouldn't let my message through. Oh. I like that. Well, you do look very pretty, and I hope for the most drunkenness that is safe and not going to get anyone in trouble. Yes. Boo. Oh, not swearing. Yes. If you would like to show off your dress, I'm going to wear makeup and put flowers in my hair and stuff. But that is okay. You do not have to dress up. Especially since it's going to be like dog early in the morning for you. Yes, please. Okay. Actually, let me add you to the group now. Longest night. Add a person. Add members. Karina. Come on, find my friend. Oh. I'm spelling your name wrong. It doesn't want me to find you for some reason. Are we not friends? Have we only been talking on Discord? there a reason why it's not finding you? It's not finding you in Messenger either. Yeah, there are 80 trillion Katerina Albrechtovas. It's not finding you at all. Can you message me? I was spelling your name right. Oh, it's an A. That's why. Okay. Okay. Add people. Katarina. And now my phone is ringing forever. Yeah. There, that way when I send out the group, send out the links and stuff. Oh my God, my phone. Yeah, don't try to call me on Facebook while I'm on stream. That just sent me into Kelly mode. Aren't we friends? Aren't we friends? What's the problem? Let me borrow the top. Betch. Let me borrow the top. Oh, hi. Hi, Spence. Going ham with glitter. All right. Happy Yule. Morning, Raven. 3 swallows of mead to toast the solstice, and my face is now super rosy. I will wait until tonight to drink. Ham with glitter would not be a good sandwich. Unless it's edible glitter. I have already added you to the group. So no worries. Unless you want to talk to me specifically about your plans, in which case, go ahead and contact me. Right, the book. Haha. Edible glitter for when you need to find your poo in the dark later. Yeah. Healing friends for fun and profit. How to channel your inner wise woman. Edible glitter gives you sparkly poo. Also, hi, LR Archer. It's been a minute. It's nice to see you again. What hath I wrought? Emotional work, like listening, thinking, and advising, is work, though often we think of it as just part of a friendship or just something women like to do. But donating comfort and solace to a friend is a labor of love, just like knitting a sweater or making a pie. The healers and wise women who were later called witches recognized the value of this effort. Their life's mission was to look after the physical and emotional health of their community, after all. But although they might have been able to cure a broken heart with a potion, devise a ritual to ease someone's nerves or concoct a salve for sadness, they also expected fair compensation. When a friend comes to you with a problem, you can imagine yourself as the village wise woman or a healing crone. A woman of the community has approached you with her problem, heartbreak, say. She has braved difficulties to traveling to your hut, which is far from the village, maybe even in a perilous place, and she feels ashamed of anyone knowing that she's there or why. But she knows she's hurting and will take some risks to find help. She has brought payment, though not necessarily money. She knows she doesn't owe you something just because she's in need. How would the village witch handle such a request? Knitting a sweater, that's what I'm doing, only it's really a tank top. Yeah. Chaos Sage, delightful sparkle chaos. Discord. Affirm the difficulty of seeking help. As we've seen earlier in the chapter, admitting to another person that you're in pain is often a tremendous act of will, and the path to relief isn't always straightforward. Don't judge your friend for needing your healing, and don't expect her to be able to tell you exactly what she needs. Helping her figure that out is part of the service you can provide. Recognize the healing value you possess. Often, when someone is in pain, our first instinct is to say something like, I wish there was something I could do. That may be good-hearted, but it's also dismissive because there is something you can do. Listen, keep her company, help her think, or plan, or laugh, or grieve. Use magic words. Do you want advice, or do you want to vent? Would it help to talk more about what happened? What do you plan to do next? Do you need someone to go with you? I'll backtrack. There's like a pull quote thing for modern cures for emotional ills. I'll come back to that. I'm going to finish there's two more paragraphs. Glitter poop jingle. Edible glitter makes for sparkly poo is a sing-song voice. In a sing-song voice, it sounds like the jingle for a new product. Unicorn poop. Consider your price. You don't owe anyone free emotional labor, but you can offer the people you love a special deal. Before offering to help, consider how much it requires from you. Will you need to accompany this person somewhere, make a difficult phone call for them, help them draft a tricky letter, and how much you are likely to get in repayment, gratitude, seeing them happy, similar help from them in the future. If your assistance is grossly out of proportion with the likely payback, that's a good way to breed exhaustion and resentment. So offer all you reasonably can and no more. Don't think of yourself as wise enough to be the village wise woman. Don't let that stop you. If a friend comes to you for help, she probably considers you a healer, even if you don't identify as an expert in emotional health. After all, the village wise women were hardly licensed therapists. The important thing is to put in the effort and to recognize that helping does take effort, and it's kind and difficult thing you can do for a friend. Glitter laxatives. Who can last the longest? The newest form of fun game from Have Sister Games. Jingle. Last one wins. Will it be you? Glitter makes for sparkly poo. Also, what a cleanup after ew, but pretty. Modern cures for emotional ills. Potions and tinctures. Let your friend tell her troubles over tea, cocoa, or cocktails you are buying. A familiar. Invite a sad friend to play with your pets, or act as a familiar yourself by accompanying her to do an emotionally difficult task. Cures, curses, and laughter spells. Depending on your friend's situation, she may be aided by you expressing your anger alongside her or by helping her to laugh and forget her troubles. If you're not sure which, ask. Objects of power. Thoughtful gifts and care packages sent to a distant friend are a way to help from afar. Advice, but not scolding or lectures. If you're not sure whether advice is welcome, you can always ask first. That is often what I do. If a friend comes to me with a problem, I will ask that with like a problem that needs a solution. She just hasn't come to the solution yet. I will. They had that on Robot Chicken at one point. They called it "Who Pooped Last." Yeah. Also, I usually charge something, depending on what kind of work I'm doing. I might charge a bottle of vodka or a pack of cigarettes, clove cigarettes specifically, or both, or the favor helps, but that doesn't necessarily make them trustworthy, ? I do also Robot Chicken for the win, absolutely. Asking is very important when offering advice. Yes, I ask them, do you need a golden retriever? Because I can be a golden retriever and just like try to help you think of something other than the problem. Do you need a distraction, or do you want a solution? Like, do you want to come to a solution now? Consent is always a thing. Oh my God, I am shedding like a dog. I am shedding like a dog. I love that. Do you need a golden retriever? Yeah. I have a dear friend who has trouble giving advice, but he makes an excellent golden retriever, and he is the one who kind of like taught me that phrase, taught me that title. Is like, he's like, I can be dumb and make you laugh, and we can do things that will make you forget about your problem. So setting boundaries for yourself is also very important. My boundaries are quite broad, but I have boundaries, absolutely. And the next thing is setting a spell to set personal boundaries. Oh. And I want you guys to know that I can be either for all of you. I would like this to be a safe space. Better yet, on the server, a safer space, because you can get a hold of me through the server, and you can DM me, or we can hop into voice. We can do a private call. We can whatever it is that would help. I am planning to try and make gingerbread muffins this morning. Ooh, that sounds awesome. This will be an interesting process while meat is burning through my veins. Drunk kitchen. All right, let's talk about establishing boundaries. Because as someone, I know a lot of you are introverts, but many of you are also ambiverts. And this, as an ambivert, that you gotta set the boundary in a solid place. I know it can be really tough because there are going to be times where you value your time alone, and there are going to be times where you get your spoons from other people. And I'm in a mood today. I don't disagree with anything in this chapter, but I'm wanting to take issue with the delivery. Oh, in here, digging into the why is pulling interesting parallels. So what is it about the delivery that's like irking you? Recently, I was introduced to the concept of allowing one's boundaries to change. Absolutely. But I'm curious as to, well, the assumption that you are going to put yourself out there for friends and put yourself out there for strange women and put yourself out there at all is rather presumptuous. I used to think I had to be firm, and it was empowering to realize that I can adjust boundaries if they aren't working for me. Absolutely. And it can vary with people. Like your boundaries with one person is going to be different than boundaries with another person, or can be different with another person. I'm not against accessibility, but the way this is written reminds me of when I decided I was only ever going to bake with all-purpose flour. I'm not sure I understand. Is it like an all or nothing sort of situation? Not everything has to work for everybody. Not every recipe has to be made with the most common flour type. Yeah. But this isn't specifying like how to help people. It's just kind of like giving you tips on how to be there for somebody. It's going to vary from person to person, like how you treat them and how they treat you and the kind of exchanges that you're going to have. So, yeah. I think hard boundaries tend to lead to brittle social interactions. I disagree. Making your boundaries fluid to the social circumstances or specific people feels more like a dynamic use of boundaries. Yeah. Different strokes for different folks, and this book comes off as it's determined everything is for everybody. Not necessarily everybody, but for the average feminist. And that I think that's one of the reasons why I take this book with a grain of salt. It taps into, but obviously once you make a boundary and somebody keeps pushing it, it makes sense to make a hard boundary that lets them know where they should stop and what will happen if they don't. Yeah. And this is definitely on the whole book so far level. This chapter is the least guilty of it and the most effective, which is why I think I'm noticing it so much today. Oh. All right. A spell for establishing boundaries. Good morning, Bonnie. In this ritual, a magic protective circle symbolizes the boundaries that keep you safe within your friendship. What you'll need is at least 10 index cards, a pen, some chalk or salt, a small cup of water if you're using the chalk, 2 folders or envelopes. Hi, Debbie. Good to see you, love. We're having interesting conversations this morning. Magic depends on harmony and balance, and a harmonious friendship requires balance between vulnerability and boundaries. Boundaries protect you in relationships that become emotionally unsafe, carry obligations, or take up more time and energy than you can spare. As you get closer with a friend, you will likely find that your boundaries shift. The protective circle is a simple piece of magic popular among practicing witches and is, of course, a boundary. Whether you encounter malign forces or just need an area to concentrate and feel safe, the protective circle creates an energy space that can't be broached, even by you, until you've symbolically opened a doorway. You can return to this ritual again and again as your relationship develops. Perform this ritual in a room where the floor is easy to clean. Concrete, tile, or linoleum are all good surfaces. On each index card, write or draw one thing that a friend might ask of you, either with her or on your own. Come up with at least 10 tasks, trying for a mix of ones that push your boundaries and others that don't. Some ideas for friendship activities that don't usually push boundaries are sharing triumphs and joys, going to a movie together, celebrating a birthday, discussing favorite books. Some ideas for friendship activities that not everyone wants to do with every friend: talking on the phone, discussing your sex lives, discussing your diets, expressing sad or trauma, texting frequently, doing personal grooming like waxing appointments together. You can focus on a particular friend, tailoring your choices to the friendship, or practice the ritual for general boundary setting, sticking to a generic requests and friend favors. With the chalk or the salt, make a circle on the ground at least 3 feet in diameter. As you draw, say these words: "What I invite into my heart, let me invite into this circle. What I remove from this circle, let me protect my heart against it." Stand or sit in the center of the circle. Look at each index card one at a time, picturing yourself doing the activity with another person or the particular friend if the ritual is specific to one person. Notice how you feel. If contemplating the card makes you feel joyful, excited, or another positive emotion, place it on the ground inside the circle. Otherwise, place it outside the circle. When you have contemplated all the cards, open a door in your friendship circle by washing away some of the chalk with the water or brushing away some of the salt. As you open the door, say these words: "Let my heart remain open even as I protect myself. Let me protect myself even as my heart remains open." You may now leave the circle. Collect the 2 piles of cards and store them in separate folders or envelopes. You can revisit them when you need to remind yourself of your boundaries, and you can repeat the ritual as many times as you want. As an ambivert, I think this would be a very difficult exercise. Because some days going to the movies would be fun. Other days going to the movies would be stressful. So it's like, even like, be it by myself, be it with a group of friends, be it with someone specific, it doesn't seem to matter, because going to a movie is less about the friend and more about the movie when it comes to me. So, because you're not interacting with your friend, you're just doing something with your friend, if that makes sense. It's weird. Witch history: why witches dance naked in the woods. Scandalous rumors of women cavorting with each other in the dark have long accompanied accusations of witchcraft. Hey, Eva. Long time no see, darling. Things are interesting. Oh, thank you. It is my living room. Oftentimes I reverse it because the light from the window usually is better lighting than from this angle. Because why not? Why not what? What makes sense? I don't know. Like my boundaries are going to shift from day to day. I think because my boundaries are spoon-based. I know I have a few friends who don't believe in the spoon theory because they believe they have infinite energy, and I do not have infinite energy. I have finite energy. And some days I have less spoons than others. Boundaries shift even more in these COVID times. Yeah, absolutely. I know my boundaries are pretty hard right now. Socially distanced and masked, please, if at all. If we can meet virtually, all the better. All right. I have waited on StreamYard long enough. Scandalous rumors of women cavorting with each other. Oh, here we go. Spoon theory was an amazing thing for me to learn and help me understand myself and how to explain myself so much better. Yes. I feel like especially if you have a chronic illness, or a chronic problem, and there are going to be days where I can't get out of bed. Those days happen less now that I'm on meds and stuff like that, but my boundaries are very nebulous yet. The idea that I could decide how I was going to let other people act and treat me didn't happen to me until 22 or so. Yeah. I feel like StreamYard must drop about half the comments I make. Well, if you are swearing, then that is the thing. Unless it's trying to apply slow commenting, even though I don't have that set. Possibly if you're swearing right now, it's getting lost in the ether. Yeah. I didn't swear. Does StreamYard not like the word naked? But here we are. Oh, it's okay, babe. If you want to sleep, sleep. Especially if we're going to be hanging out tonight. Feel free to sleep. You don't have to stay up on my account. With my injured spine, a lot of people don't understand I can be as fine as I can be 1 minute and unable to walk the next without warning. Yep. With pain levels that go up and down, sometimes I have to cancel on things I want to do. Yep. Hell, I swear on here all the time on here. Sako rarely misses when I do that. Because the rules just changed. Like yesterday. Yeah, sleep sweetly, Sage. If you fall asleep, like it's cool. Ugh, shitting like a dog. I tweeted a YouTube team about it. They actually responded. Oh. My body illness and pain are predictable too. I feel yeah. They're actually responding. Oh. That's interesting. Are they responding in a we are working on it sort of way, or sounds like their bots are particularly zealous? Can you give us more details? That's great. What's happening? Consciousness is not compulsory, Sage. Go nappy. Yeah. Well, it is also like the middle of the night, I think, for Sage, or like 8 o'clock at night. We've got a little time left. I'm going to talk about why witches dance naked in the woods. Which I've never done, by the way. Oh, it's not quite that late. It's 6 p.m. Well, nappy is still good. Yesterday I tried to nap at 6 and got up at 8, wholly unrested. I think because my husband kept coming up and talking to me and he would wake me up at like right as I fall asleep. He would come wake me up, and he's like, "Oh, so you had a pseudo nap today?" And I'm like, "Yeah, because you kept waking me up." That was my original comment that started this pause. Why do witches dance naked in the woods? Because why not? All right. Scandalous rumors of women cavorting with each other in the dark have long accompanied accusations of witchcraft. Although nakedness wasn't considered inherently sinful in the Middle Ages, it also symbolized innocence or youth. It was regarded as outside the norm, enough to be plausible evidence of the consort with the devil. Early illustrations in text depict witches, anointing their naked bodies in order to fly. The Malleus Maleficarum said witches have often been seen lying on their backs in the fields or the woods, naked up to the very navel, appearing to have sex with invisible demons. By the 1800s, European artists realized that a bunch of naked women dancing madly in the middle of the night was a dynamic subject material for a painting, especially if you wanted to paint, well, a bunch of naked women, and created a tableau where the witches in question looked less like withered, shameful crones and more like voluptuous, rosy-faced babes, albeit babes flying around with the fire-eyed bat demons. Other depictions of the witches' sabbat include in the buff dancing, sex, cannibalism, each act as sinful as the next. The boys are off on a car adventure. I'm meant to finish wrapping gifts. We're doing our holiday morning in the morning. Right on. Enjoy your wonderful holiday. Also, happy Yule. And for some reason, that apparently never made a StreamYard. What that or it just, I don't know. But for witches, ritual nudity isn't about sex. It's about freedom. The 1899 book Aradia, or The Gospel of the Witches, an influential text in the 20th century witchcraft movement, explains it this way. And as the sign that ye are truly free, ye shall be naked in your rites, both men and women also. The practice of naked rites, or going sky-clad, was later embraced by Gerald Gardner, one of the founders of Wicca. Modern witches practice ritual nudity to get as close as possible to the earth and spirits. It's also a way to signify faith. For sky-clad covens, skin is the livery of the goddess. It is their Sunday, or Sabbat best, according to a witch's Bible. Also, like showing up to church or synagogue, no matter what you're wearing, naked group dancing is about community. Praying from home is fine, but putting on or taking off a nice dress and meeting up with your peers gives your spiritual practice extra resonance. Worshipping the moon with shine theory. So the whole thing about dancing naked in general, let alone I watched on Gardner. We're gonna worry about it. going to chalk it up to messages being swallowed arbitrarily by the ether. It could be that it's tagging you as spamming because you post frequently. So that's what I meant by implementing slow. I'm sure StreamYard doesn't have a personal grudge against me. Nope. No paranoia here. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to go put on my pajamas. And yes, Gardner. Okay. Worshipping the Moon with Shine Theory. In a 2013 New York Magazine article, writer Ann Friedman coined the term shine theory. The idea that when remarkable women surround themselves with other remarkable women, we make each other shine more brightly. The idea seems almost counterintuitive. We are taught to be wary of other women outshining us, and this anxiety fuels everything from slam books to corporate backstabbing to hideous bridesmaid dresses with giant bows on the butt. But it's rooted in an idea of false scarcity, a Highlander-style conviction that for one woman to succeed, all others must fail. Helping one another shine is important to witches, who have long found the moon associated with spirituality, magic, and feminine power, symbolically significant for similar reasons. It's reflective, not incandescent, but it's less beautiful or more important for relying on borrowed light. It may not be a gigantic nuclear furnace, but nobody would say that the moon doesn't shine. And on bright moonlit nights, it allows water to shine too, and grass and windows and trees. If there's snow on the ground, the shine can be bright enough to read by. I'm being huffy about it in general. It's messing with why creators on AuthorTube like having mods. Yeah, not just to banhammer people, but to let people swear if they want to or link to relevant places. Yeah, for real. If you believe that you have to fight other women for the hottest guy, the token woman spot on the board, or the queen bee social role, you are turning away from the shine. You can pay to invite goats to your Zoom call. I've got a family Zoom call scheduled for Christmas Day, and my mother loves and raises goats. I'm sorely tempted to do this. A man who encourages you to insult or betray other women is hardly a prize. A company that refuses to hire more than one woman is bound to be toxic. The social capital of a queen bee pales in comparison to an entire coven of bright, creative, and synergistic, supportive pals. Hi, Dahlia. It is okay. I'm just wrapping up. Also, I am doing a workshop on horror. I'm updating my workshop on horror. I would love for you to join me if you would be interested in such things. Morning, Dahlia. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Embracing the light in other women expands options for everyone. Shine theory encourages us to realize there is enough success and happiness and confidence and love to go around, that in fact, there's more of it when women support each other. If you are stuck in the habit of competing and comparing, try going outside on a clear night during a full moon for a Shine Theory ritual. Imagine yourself surrounded by friends, each of you softly glowing in the moonlight. Speak this incantation aloud to each imagined friend in turn until it feels natural and easy. I'm so proud of you. I'm lucky to know you, and I'm lucky I get to be your friend. You may also want to bring a talisman to charge with the feeling of being bathed in reflected light, or a jar or vial in which to collect some of the moonlight and help keep the feeling going. Dahlia is interested in the horror workshop for sure. Next, we will talk about ditching friend envy. That'll be not tomorrow, but the tomorrow after, Wednesday. Thank you all for joining me today. Very interesting. I highly recommend this book, Basic Witches. It came out Saturday and I've been catching up. Cool. I am taking it with a grain of salt. I've read this book before. I just thought that I would share it with you guys because it's got a lot of greenhorn sort of perspectives, and it concentrates more on female empowerment, which is like a core staple of witchcraft. If you liked this video at any point, please hit the like button. And if you would like to see what I do for the rest of these mornings, for the rest of Basic Witches, see what else is in this book, please hit subscribe. Maybe even ring that bell, and possibly YouTube will send you a notification when I go live or when I do a thing. I'm also working on a horror, how to make your stories scarier workshop, basically. The exchange of pain boxes from last time was cool, yeah. It's not my jam as much as some of the others have been. Yeah, me too. I did get a couple of other books. There we go. That I intend on hitting on this stream in the future. The House Witch, which is like hearth and home, cottage witchery, basically, and then Psychic Witch, which is what it says on the tin. It's psychic witchcraft. So that is what's coming down the chute. And I will catch you guys on the server and on the flip side.